Even if it takes forever, this house is coming down. You begin to realize there is no Walter.
Walter, can you hear me?
I'm in these caves.
You focus on trying to find your way out, and we'll, I guess, proceed with the plan as we've discussed to this point.
Florence Gallagher, is that you?
Yes, Captain, I'm here. So are you coming or not?
We can try. But I wouldn't count on us.
We get to the Sailor's Sorrowfold.
Make my way over to something that looks old and ornate.
This thing actually has some power. Forward! 3, 2, 1, go! And I'll back up.
The ship lurches forward.
With that motion, kind of planting my feet on the boulder, push off of it and begin to swim.
As you push against the boulder, it cracks under your feet as if it was bones. And you fall within it as if it was hollow. We see you in a shattered pile of limbs and bones and casing that was this boulder that you had pushed off from and has now collapsed with you inside of it.
I immediately try to get my bearings, stand myself up if possible, look up to see the opening I've just made for myself. Easy to get out of?
Yeah, probably.
Alright. I think my adrenaline is pumping, especially from this going on, so I'm moving quick and I'm doing my best to preserve what's going on, so I'm trying to head to the exit as quickly as possible.
As you sort of scramble out of the mess of bones and ligaments, you notice that they have a green slime.
I'll stop and look around. No, not the... Doc, Flo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we stopped. We got free, but we're parked like a few feet away.
Wonderful. Give me a second. I'll be there in a moment.
You okay?
I feel all right. The thing that was holding the ship back kind of broke as well. So give me a second while I get out of this.
Do you need help?
Keep an eye out. I think I'm okay getting out by myself, but if I do, I'll let you know. There's more of this slime stuff here, but it's
what?
Mixed in with.
Okay, get out of there. We'll be on watch.
Copy.
Over.
You said the ship has a window that
Yes.
goes around it. Is where he is or would be visible through that window?
You can see the collapsed boulder.
Okay.
Mm.
I'll probably make my way from the seat over to that, and I'm going to watch to see what's going on out there.
Okay.
These parts that I'm surrounded by while I'm in here, is there any semblance of clothing or uniform or anything that would present a history to the things and people that are in here?
It's mostly just body parts.
Gotcha.
Fingers, toes, ears, eyeballs, teeth.
And the keep the tooth away from me. And this sort of shell or material that had encompassed this whole thing. I think he openly says out loud, just to himself, that there's no way this should be in here. Not without breaking in, there should be other fractures. What is this? I'll look towards the floor and try to make my way towards the outer part of this shell, and doing my best to make sure I'm not getting towards any of the slime and taking a very cautious route.
There's no real way to avoid it.
Yeah.
You are sludging through
Yeah.
pieces and parts of who knows how many people.
I'll grit my teeth. I don't know the stuff that's happened with her other than she got covered in slime, so I'm just assuming I'm going to get a little sticky and it's going to take some time, but I will, like moving through sewer and mud that I've had to so often, I will just trudge my way forward, keeping my eyes straight and trying not to give more of my attention to what's around me.
Roll sense.
My favorite one? That's a 1.
You can hear the sounds of like all of the pieces and parts you're walking through sort of mush around you, and some of them are small enough that they sort of squish under your feet. Some are like just bones, so they're clinking and cracking a little. And as this is occurring, you start to smell almost like a singy, burnt charcoal smell.
I check myself first, and then I check around me to see if something is any source of it.
The body parts as you walk past appear to be getting a little burnt.
Do I have enough of an idea to know that it's me that's doing it, or if it is...
Probably you.
Okay. I'm gonna take a moment to do my best to cool down.
Okay. Roll me a d6.
It's 1.
Okay. As you try to get calmer and relax and cool down a little in this environment, the smells of burning flesh and the crisping of the pieces around your feet are resonating to your senses.
Ooh.
Great adjective. Chorus.
Ooh.
Perfect.
I will instinctually then heat up more.
Take a point of bleed.
I am now at 4.
That is a scar.
No!
I think what has happened from when he's been pulling out and he's been making his way here is that the leather of the boots and the skin and the bones have begun to sort of melt and congeal into one, to where he's probably never going to be able to take off these boots again. And in the mix, like almost like you're taking like dough and mixing it together, there's just like a rib that's kind of poked out one way. There's like teeth alongside his big toe on that side. There's just the horror of what he's been stepping in now congealed into like the bottoms of his feet. And so it's just these like misshapen bits of like swimming through the water trying to kick and move away. That's also like beginning to get fractured from like being close to these entities. But that part is like now kind of stuck with him, whether he realizes it or not in this moment.
Well, I guess I'm looking out the window at him. Is there anything of him visible yet, or is it still just the rock? Okay.
I'm also I've pivoted from my own self meltdown to like helping.
Yeah.
So I am like radio ready, like eyes pinned at the rock, just like waiting for any sort of commune from Charlie. We're just waiting, like basically like holding my breath, like ready to move, ready to do anything.
Don't worry. Stay focused.
I'm focusing. I don't see him yet. It's been too long.
We'll give him another minute or two, then we'll call on him. He's tough. If any of us is going to be okay out there, it would be him.
But that doesn't mean he is okay.
No, it doesn't. We'll be here in case he needs help.
Hey Charlie, it's Flo. I'm so sorry. I know this is super annoying. Are you okay out there? Do you need help? We can come help. We can come help.
I can respond.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine. Almost there.
Charles, do you need assistance?
When I get there.
Sit tight. I'm going to exit and not go to where he is, but start sort of heading in the direction, sort of like to receive him sooner than I would otherwise, making him come all the way back.
As you head in that direction, you pass by the fans in the back of the little submersible, and you also see little things flowing out of the fans.
Do I recognize them from what I've seen?
To some extent, yeah.
Okay. Does it look like it's the kind of thing that I could sort of like stay out of the way of?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to, as I'm moving toward his direction, kind of like, clock that they're there and try to skirt underneath somewhat and maybe close about half the distance between the ship and where he should be.
By getting that close, you can see the steam, and it would be smoke if we weren't underwater, but mostly the heat waves that become visual over the boulder.
Charles, the water's practically boiling where you are. Is this you? Are you all right? I'm here if you need me to get you.
Am I by the opening at this point?
So the opening is the top, because you fell straight down. So, yeah, I think you're relatively close.
I think without hearing anything, I think you see like his fingers reach over towards a small bit of the opening, and then you just watch it like crackle and melt on his own weight as he kind of like passes his hand through.
Oh fuck!
Nice.
Oh shit!
And then you see the other hand and like another like a second dig, like almost like a V kind of shapes where the crack opens up there.
So at seeing part of him, I'm going to start getting closer to it. But clearly, I'm not touching anything. This is, even for the touchy me, this is something that I look at him like.
Yeah, as soon as eye contact made, you just see me go.
Can I see the steam?
Not from inside the submersible.
Okay. Okay.
We're on our way back. Florence, stay away from the hatch for now.
What's happening?
We're on our way back. Just stay put.
Okay. Charlie, are you okay?
And there's no response.
Yeah.
You'll see his hand like go to reach for his telecom, and then just pull away at like maybe the slightest notion of like part of that metal just starting to like melt and mold like a small coupling around the edges.
Oh my god. Okay.
Everybody roll sense.
Ooh.
My favorite roll.
We're also good at it.
3.
Okay.
1.
5.
Okay.
Let's go, Doc.
Let's go.
You two take a point of bleed. You do not notice at all. But while you're looking at this boulder, you have seen his hands sort of like melt through whatever this carapace is that he's trying to get out of. And you think that you are seeing another hand to reach up and melt through again. But as it reaches up, it has claws on it. And it doesn't melt through, it sort of into the carapace and begins to pull itself up past the hole. And it's got eyes that are flat like frisbee discs with tiny little pupils in them and big red lines that strive to the ends of them. And its face is flat and rimmed with teeth, very sharp teeth, multiple layers, and it just pulls itself out of its carapace ever so slowly.
Charles, move as fast as you can. Florence, changing plans. Get into the driving seat.
Okay. Yeah. Levers, buttons. Yeah. Okay.
Just remember the one that we, made it go forward with.
Yeah. Okay, I'm on my way.
And I'm going to close closer in distance to him. Is there anything on him that looks like I could grab it without catching on fire, getting hurt?
You're getting that close?
Like, I'm starting to get close, but looking. So I'll probably just instinctively take a few steps toward his location, but that'll be about it. And just kind of a plea of like, move, kind of thing.
And you can hear him, and as you start to come out of this hole yourself, finding a little bit of purchase, even as it melts away, you begin to see the claws coming on the edge of the carapace and the rows of teeth on this flat face and a frill that climbs the back spine. And as one hand comes up, so does another, and then two more reach around on this carapace. And you would notice there's another one. And then another one. And then another one. And they're all crawling out of it.
Yeah, at this point, I think, like, a memory he's burrowed in the back of his head of being in, like a rat-infested cellar, of just all of a sudden just, like, swarming these things coming out of places he just should not be surrounded by. It, like, triggers his eyes go wide, and then I just start turning up the bucket.
And as you move, you can roll move for me.
I'm going to take the Gilded 5.
Okay. As you start bolting your way out of there, every single pupil on all of these eyeballs of these creatures, not the heads, just the pupils, sort of slint in your direction as they've caught movement. And so as you out, there's a second before every single being in unison screeches and bolts in your direction. Roll a d6.
That's a 5.
Showing that to the camera, that's
Yeah.
a 6. As you start to swim out, one of the ones that was the first to climb out is these things are fast and they are quick and they've got so many different amalgamations of limbs, and one of them goes into your back and dives its claws into your back to try and grip onto you. And Dr. Quincy, as you can see this, and Flo, as you start to see out the window, this is not just a creature with weird limbs. The hand that has clawed its way into Charlie's back appears to be human, with weird stitched-on fingers and long fingernails from what may be some sort of lion or large cat, as the rest of its body and weird limbs and rows of teeth that are mismatched try to grab and bite you.
I floor it towards them just to try and get the escape vehicle closer to them.
You hear the vroom 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 of the fans.
Mm-hmm.
And as that occurs, the little particles that were drifting out of these fans begin to be stirred up and spread out everywhere. And those that are near it can recognize it almost looks like little pieces of skin that are floating out into the water. And as it gets sent into the water like fish food, calling to the rats of the ocean, more wash out of the hole and begin diving towards the submersible.
I'm just like, Charlie, what do we do?
And a whole clump from right behind you where you almost fell bursts out of the sea floor and goes up on a pillar behind you and dives down towards the submersible.
I'm gonna grab the shears and try to do a twist, and I'm gonna try to sever the claw from whatever appendage it's coming from.
Roll strike.
Try to strike. I'm gonna take a 4.
Okay. You are able to get the shears into the arm itself. It does not sever it, but it does cause the creature to pull it out away from you. They are still in close enough proximity range that they're going to go in with their rows of teeth and see if they can grab you on the leg.
But I can't move unless I get this one off of me. So I'd like to try a strike roll to be able to sever some part of it.
Go for it.
So let's say it's like a very flayed piece of gum up above it that's like strenued in some way. And I'm gonna try to cut through the sinew of that.
Right.
That's a 5.
Alright, you are able to cut through that piece and you split it. The center of the teeth through what would be a navel if it had one, straight down the eyes, and it cracks in half and falls off of you.
Swimming towards the ship.
Oh my god.
Okay?
No.
What do I see right now? Is
a
it
swarm
okay?
headed in your direction.
Okay. Get on the ship. 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 And I prepare my grappling hook. I'm going to try and once they get on the ship, latch on as I did before. Try again. And launch us out of there. Opposite. Let the ship keep moving and launch us in the opposite direction. As kind of like a bait kind of move.
Okay.
That is what I am going to attempt to do.
So I'm running toward him. I don't know how long that's going to take to do. Running toward where the ship is, watching him run, and I'm reaching out like I'm going to try to grab his shoulder, bring him over.
As you begin to turn in his direction and you see these swarms of creatures going for him, going for the submersible, one catches your eye. And it doesn't seem misshapen or pieces or maybe a little weird, but it's oddly humanoid for a second. And it looks like a woman that you used to have in your head.
So I'm definitely going to be, my attention's going to be drawn to her. I'm going to keep moving in the direction that I was. Where is she, like in front of me but off to the side kind of?
Yes.
So my vision is going to be on her and I'm going to be moving this way. And I'm just going to kind of have like a fleeting moment of curiosity and relief at the same time for a moment. And I'm probably going to slow down a little. Like, my body's kind of on autopilot running toward him. But I'm looking at her, and I'm kind of starting to lose my focus. I'm going to keep moving toward him, slower than I was before, and just lock onto this image. Does it look like it's real? Is it the kind of thing where I can say, okay, there's a lot going on, I'm seeing things. How much of it can I make up to be like, yeah, this is her there?
How much do you want to know?
I want to know. I have to want to know.
You can roll.
Yeah.
Focus.
Ooh, double 6. And 6 on the good list. So I get a drive back.
Except you touched a light bulb. And if I don't want to give you success, I don't have to give you success.
What?
You're gonna take 3 brain marks.
Ooh. Okay, that's going to be a scar. +1.
Great. This is high stakes, so you have just dropped.
Yeah.
You are unconscious. You are incapacitated. I will tell you, as you drop from the shock of seeing her, she makes eye contact with you before
Okay.
you go.
Okay.
Okay.
He's running towards me when this happens. I don't know if I'm quick enough or not, if he'll allow it. I think as he's like starting to fall, I think I fully like go into like a tackle almost to try to pick him up and take him to the ship.
Roll move.
That's a 5.
You are able to grab him. You will take a body as you go to pick up what is now a limp Dr. Quincy all of a sudden.
He's like 6'7".
The swarm does not leave you simply because you turned direction. It will whoosh up past you and whoosh dive down to follow you back to where you're picking up Dr. Quincy. You're able to grab him, but a few of them are able to get claws around you or teeth around you as you do.
Yep.
And you are able to swim in the direction of the submersible, now with every horde following you there.
Instead of insisting they get on the ship, I'm going to get off.
Okay.
Kind of while it's moving. I'm gonna let it keep going, and I'm gonna like drop out of the hatch. I'm gonna put my counterweight on my grappling hook, and I'm going to swim sprint over to the boys, and I will. Do I feel the heat at this point?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Because you're probably seeing his clothes starting to.
Yeah.
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 Okay. It's okay. So I toss you the tether that is attached to my, because I just have that. That's what I have. I have that.
You can't take this from me.
Let me have this, Rachel, please. I toss you the tether, and I'm like, put that on your belt now. And I kind of like duck under the ship, I guess, and I shoot my grappling hook as far as it goes, until it latches onto the furthest boat that it can reach.
And what exactly is your intention here?
To like zip out of the line of, like, have the boat kind of be like the trail of fish food that's happening.
You are trying to get 3 of you.
Yeah, and I'm trying to launch us
A different
opposite
direction.
trajectory out of the line of fish food so that the beasties leave us alone. At least enough that we can start to swim away from the starfold without being caught.
So as the submersible backs up and the horde goes towards it, it sort of begins to consume, or at least from what you can see, overwhelm this submersible, starting from the fans, and you can see them sort of throw themselves into these fans and just get chopped into the pieces as the fans are strong enough to dismantle all of their mismatched blood and bone pieces. The eyeballs pop out. Right. And it's just piles upon piles of creatures who don't care what is happening to one. They just push and they push and they push. And so eventually there's enough of these disassembled creatures stacked on top of each other for the fans to stop moving and the submersible to stop as they overwhelm it as like a hive. But they are situated on it for now.
We can't do this. We can't fight them. We have to go. We have to run. We have to go.
Okay, so you guys make it safely back to the lighthouse, and as you enter inside and sort of come down from the craziness that you have just experienced, you begin to awaken.
Quincy, hey, we're in the lab.
We're in the lab.
We're in the lab. What can I do to help? You need medicine, bandages, something?
Where are you?
I'm right here. Hi.
Scotch.
Scotch? Like the booze?
Scotch.
Okay. Great. I can go find some. Charlie, what do you need?
I'm fine.
You're fine?
Scotch under my bed. And
Okay, great. And I immediately peel off to go find Scotch under Charlie's bed.
Excellent. Tell us what it looks like there.
Yeah, you would just see underneath the bed there's an old suitcase that just sort of lays open at this point because there's no need to be discreet about it anymore. And in the top half of it, there's just an assortment of a couple of bottles that have his own labeling on it. That's just a wrapped piece of paper. It just simply says bourbon or whiskey or there was like a vodka at one point, but the vodka's gone. So, but
Damn.
you do see one little thing of scotch.
Okay. I pick it up and I don't think I've ever been in here before, so I kind of like look around and then I leave.
What does she see?
Behind that suitcase, there is a lockbox, metal piece, sort of red tinted coloring on it, and there is a lock with a keyhole at the bottom.
Okay. I look at that. And then I turn around and I leave. Because
Okay.
I am respectful of my friends
Okay.
and their privacy.
Right.
I am.
All right.
Well, I guess I would just be doing the quick assessment to make sure, see like what the burns that I would have gotten would have been. You know, do I have any burning, any scarring? Do I need to cut material away from me or anything like that?
You do not. You are
Okay.
clean.
So I'm going to like kind of shake my head and start getting up and realizing that I'm okay. Next step in the triage, I'm going to go look at Charles to make sure. I'm like, okay, have a seat. Let me check you out real quick. Let's just make sure we're all whole before we do anything else.
Of course.
And I'm going to start to remove, or at least I guess inspect my ability to remove the suit.
Most of the suit has kind of like melted,
Okay.
especially around like fingertips, and as Charlie described earlier, the boot is now emulsified into his own foot. God, would be the
Lovely.
biggest thing that you notice.
Okay. Charles, you've outdone yourself this time. I mean, you've had some burns, but this is... And as I talk, I'm going to take my scalpel and start cutting away around where I can still remove the material. This is... What was going on out there?
I don't frankly know. And I can no longer pretend not to care about it.
Well, that's probably wise.
I don't know why I was getting hotter than I normally do. It's something I have a decent amount of control over, but sometimes, you know, I just get a little sweaty and excuse myself and take care of it elsewhere.
Okay.
But now is, I think the stress is getting to me. I think it's getting to all of us, and I think this is no longer problems I can solve. So.
And as he's talking, I'm going to go gauze around the wounds and things and hit it with antiseptic. And I don't think this should have been the kind of thing you were attempting to hide or conceal. Maybe this isn't the time for it. Would you like me to give you something to calm down, or other than treating the burns and the wounds?
Honestly, Doc, this feels familiar enough. I feel all right.
Okay.
I'm okay with a little routine checkup. This is peaceful. A lot of other things have not been like that. Normally, when it's not you doing this, well, if you would have found out earlier, you would have noticed some more of the signs of it happening. But I also didn't think I was going to be down here 5 years.
No,
And I
that's
also
still-
didn't think that anyone should know about this because Candela is pretty certain about not wanting that kind of information to go out.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I have scotch. Here you go. You want some scotch?
Absolutely.
Okay, I pour it for them. I give them little cups in their mugs.
I think even though I'd normally be a sipping whiskey kind of person, this is going back first.
It's a good health, I guess. Oh.
I grabbed scotch. Is that your...
No,
your-
it's good. It's
And you... Okay, and so you're reacting this way and that's good.
yes.
Okay, that's odd, but that's fine. That's fine.
Perhaps you should have a drink yourself. How
Oh.
are you doing right now?
I'm good. I'm totally fine. I don't drink, so I'm good. Well, actually, I can now, can't I? Huh. All this time down here, I never thought I could drink alcohol. I came down here when I was 19, but I guess I've been able to drink. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Did you get injured down there at all? Are you...
That sounds like a yes.
Yeah.
I don't-
You have a seat also.
Okay.
Let me finish up here with Charles, and I'll see to any injuries you have.
I feel fine. I was stressful. I cried. There was stuff, but I'm fine. Okay.
I think while I'm doing this, the next thing that we need to talk about is... what do we do now?
Let's call Finn first, and then once they give us an update, we can update Walt as well.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi. This is Flo. Is Finn there?
Hi, Flo. No, Finn and Captain's, Finn and Captain stepped out. What do you need?
Where are they?
Oh, they're talking about, they're trying to get some sort of, like, ship because I guess, Captain knows a captain. He's not a ship captain even though we call him Captain.
Yeah, I was there. I know that stuff.
Right,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's fine.
Can I help?
Maybe. Do you have any updates on the plan to get us out of here? Because there's been a change in plans a little bit. The
Oh.
tides have shifted.
Change of plans?
Just a little. We don't have any means to leave the lighthouse or really the black obsidian caves of mystery, I guess.
Oh, well, that's not good because I don't think they know where those are.
Okay.
Okay. Should we see if we can pinpoint where you are then? Is that better?
Yeah, I was meaning to ask. I asked Captain, and
Yeah.
he seemed to not, have any answer that was helpful. But are you able to triangulate maybe a signal from where you're talking to us?
Oh, I mean, I can try. I've never really done it before. I don't know. I don't really know how the phenomena works. But I can play around with some knobs, and I got it to tune into your frequency. So
Yeah.
maybe I don't know. Maybe there's a signifier or something from your frequency.
Well, how did you do it? How did you get this channel in the first? Like, what technology are you using?
Oh, well, I'm a bit of a tinkerer.
Sure.
I might have stolen it.
Ferris?
Well, I figured, we went to a place that was like abandoned for an assignment for like the circle, and there was like ghosts and shit, but there was a perfectly fine looking radio, so I just kind of stole it.
Honestly, cool, dude. That's awesome.
Thanks.
Okay, well, we need to find some mutual place where you can find us.
Okay.
What's some place you have the easiest access to?
Well, I mean, we know how to make it to the to the real Vast Chasm Lighthouse, but Candella's gonna be staffed there. So, I mean, we could tell Candela that you guys are alive, and you could try and make it to that lighthouse. Of course, we don't know where that lighthouse is in comparison to where the Obsidian Caves are, because no one has the Obsidian Caves locked down. What are some things that you guys have near you?
We have the Vast Chasm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
We've been there.
Okay.
And we just got back from the Sailor Sorrowfold, which is bad. We're not going back there. That was the hiccup in the plan.
Okay.
There's beasts there.
That's not good.
Correct.
Okay.
So I would say probably the safest, least tumultuous meetup spot would be the Vast Chasm itself.
Okay. Well, if maybe if you think you can get enough supplies for, like, I don't know, to feed you for, like, you do I know you do flowers. Do you do other things? Could you?
Yeah, they sent me down here for flowers, Ferris. That's what I was growing.
I'm sorry.
That's what I've been doing down here.
You're right. That was silly. You know how to do veggies?
I have, yes, we have plenty of food. We can fish and we have veggies.
Okay. So, if maybe you could just go on a camping trip in the Vast Chasm. And, at least it's not in the sea, right? And, we might not know where you are, so it might take a long time, depending on where you are. But, people have gone to the floor of the Vast Chasm before, right? Maybe we just start at the part of it we can reach and we just walk.
Yeah, I think, listen, Charlie wants to talk to you. Hold on.
Okay.
Hey, Ferris?
Yeah, hello.
Good to talk to you, buddy.
Huh?
Obsidian caves often has to do with heat and pressure.
Okay.
So I'm guessing, let's narrow down this search between the Vast Chasm and the kettle.
Okay. What's a kettle?
It's a volcanic system that's out this way.
Okay, you're near volcanoes. Okay, I can write that down.
Yeah.
Near volcanoes. Got it.
Referred to as the kettle. Hopefully the captain has some understanding of it.
Okay.
I don't know if you can get to them and have them talk to us so we can narrow down this.
Sure, yeah, I'll relay the information, and the next time you guys call, hopefully they can figure something out.
And tell Finn that I would like to talk to him, please.
Okay, yeah, I can
Thanks.
do that.
Yeah, thanks. Can I roll a detection to see if we're actually talking to Ferris?
Sure, that would be Reed.
Crossed my mind. Okay. Yay. I'm really...
Interpret.
Yeah. 2.
As far as you can tell, it's nerdy little Ferris.
That's Ferris. All right. Okay. That's all I got.
Okay.
Just want to make sure we were talking to somebody.
All right. Okay, I'll let you guys go. I'll pass it along. I'll tell them we don't need a submersible anymore. We need, like, horses. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Be safe.
Yeah, we're working on it. Thanks, Ferris.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye. Hey, Walt. Hi, bud. Okay, so we have an update. We almost died at the Sailor's Sorrowfold. But we're back. All of us are here, and we're good. Are you good?
I'm fine. I don't think almost died yet, so...
That's good.
I'm one up on you there.
Yeah, keep that up. That's really good. We have a change of plans since we weren't able to salvage any parts due to the almost dying. We're going to meet them in the Vast Chasm.
Hopefully, your friends and that dear brother of yours can help us get out of here.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna be good, and we just wanted to keep you in the loop. Have you found anything of use or anything that, maybe would be important?
I'm not sure, as we all know, who we're in here with. I've been trying my best to be empathetic and reason and have logical discussions with both myself and it. It doesn't seem either capable or interested. So no, I haven't really found anything that could help us stop this or get out of here, I fear. But again, I'm here. I guess you're here too, just not in the same here that I'm here.
Yeah, different hears for sure.
Different hears. But I'm gonna keep trying. I can feel it. There's a breakthrough. We're gonna establish a rapport. Everybody's got a mark. I'm gonna figure it out. And if there's anything I can do from this here, do let me know.
Walt, where was the last place you were at before you went into the caves?
Well, for real, I think the Spotlight was the last real place. I went to look for Quincy because there was some broken up radioing on the comms asking for help. But I got to the hallway that leads to the bottom of the lighthouse, and there wasn't one hallway, there were 6 and then 12. And then somehow the hallway just became this obsidian. I don't know exactly what happened.
Okay. Keep your head up, bud. Alright?
You guys too. I know you're doing a fantastic job in whatever year you're in.
Thanks, buddy. Over. Okay. Let's gather supplies. Right?
If we're actually in these caverns, and what we're looking at around here is a lighthouse, then we have access to an entrance to that cavern somewhere through here, right? He went through the Spotlight to get to it.
Mm-hmm.
And he can physically understand and see this world that we're supposed to be in around him right now, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I think we all got a glimpse of it before.
Which level of what we've experienced here is real? I remember in my university days, we did an experiment with a psychoactive substance that essentially we could influence the behavior and actions of mice. We could get them to elicit behavior as though they were experiencing great heat, great cold, all variety of manifestations in their nervous systems. I've not seen something on this level, but I can't say that we're not experiencing something other than what it in fact is. What we are looking around and seeing as my lab could be a volcanic cavern. What we perceive as touch could be nothing than interference with the electrical impulses in our nervous system, making us perceive touch, though we could push our hands straight through whatever we think is there.
I kick a table real hard. Just hearing that, I just thunk my shoe against one of your tables. Ow.
That's the problem.
Roll.
Oh, yeah.
Sense.
Okay.
Oh, sense.
2.
Take a point of body.
Damn.
Before kicking a table.
That'd be great if it's a scar right there. That'd be
Immediate.
so good.
Incapacitated immediately. Okay.
It's a well-made table.
Yeah.
And the leg of the table slants in from your kick of it.
Oh my god. I go to... I'm like... Ow! Okay, sorry. I thought we were onto something. I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Yeah, sorry. You keep talking, Quincy.
That's... Honestly, I can't think of much better way of trying to figure it out. But that's the problem. If our minds, if our synapses, if our neurons are all lying to us...
Can I go to the wall and attempt to feel the wetness of the cave that everyone's been talking about?
Sure, you want to put your hand on the wall?
Yeah.
Put your hand on the wall, and, sure, roll me sense.
That is... You see it, right?
Yep.
That is a critical success.
2-6.
Fuck off.
No!
It is not just wet and cold. The entire facade of Dr. Quincy's lab drops.
For all of
It is
us?
black obsidian cave
Yeah,
for
for all
every
of us.
single one of you.
Oh.
Oh, that was just a hypothesis.
But I kick a table and it hurt. Okay, that's great. Well, that answers that, I guess. Walter, it's Flo.
Hey, Flo, what's up?
We're back in the caves. It's caves now. Just so you know, we'll keep it. Yeah.
Welcome back.
Well, thanks, bud. We'll keep an eye out for you, okay?
Okay, from my experience, it's pretty expansive. But I'm glad that your vision is cleared and the glamour has dissipated for all of you.
Yeah, one step closer, right?
Well, real quick, if I may.
Yeah.
In the time you've been in here, I don't suppose you've mapped out any of the hallways. Have you noticed, do any of them actually relate to the layout of the lighthouse that we were used to? Or is it all random?
I haven't been able to discern any pattern, either intrinsically or in relation to the lighthouse. Like I said from the outset, I don't even recall, I know where I was in the lighthouse, and then I just suddenly wasn't there, and that feels like how this is operated the whole time. One minute I'm somewhere, and the next minute I'm not sure that I am where I was. Yeah, there's no internal logic that I can discern.
Okay. Thank you, Walter.
Of course. Thank you all for your diligence and bravery in the face of great adversity.
Anytime, buddy. We'll keep an eye out for you, okay?
Okay. I'll see you all soon.
Alright, bye. Over.
It's all been a lie. They sent me here knowing what this place meant to me, and it's a lie.
What it meant to you? What did it mean?
This was the last place my parents worked at before they died. It was 10 years ago. I was just getting out of school, and that's when it happened. And then they told me that this was where they were, and that they had done a great deal while they were here, and that they were going to take care of me, and they were going to show me what they had seen, and that I thought I had a chance to... And now it's...
I'm so sorry, Charlie.
For what it's worth, we're not where your parents last were. And when we get out of here, there won't be anything to stop you from having your opportunity to truly go and seek whatever it is you're looking for.
I hope not.
We're gonna figure it out. We will.
Lead the way.
Is there still a bottle of scotch?
Yes.
Okay. I uncork it and I take a sniff of it. Ooh, that's so bad. That is so... You guys are drinking this on purpose? This is... Okay. And I take a tiny baby sip as like a rallying, like, yay, let's go. This is so... Take this. Okay, and I walk towards the garden. What would have been the garden?
It's good for mouthwash, too.
Ugh.
It makes a fine antiseptic.
Doc?
Awful.
As you all begin to walk down the black obsidian cave halls that you hope, or maybe don't hope, leads towards the greenhouse, there is a voice that whispers on the wind as it calls to each of you. Familial, of people who have passed. The brother, wishing you happy birthday. And a woman who is still on your table, topside. And that is where we'll end. Thank you all for joining us here today. I appreciate you, whether you watch, whether you listen. We are grateful to have people joining us at this table with our show. I'm going to go around the table and let folks introduce themselves and tell you where you can find them.
Hi, my name is Tom Marshall. You can find me on Facebook as Tom Marshall and Instagram as Tom Marshall VA.
Hi, my name is Molly Boozell, and you can find me at MMBK Illustration on TikTok and Instagram.
Hi, I am Jason McGloin, and I'm on Facebook as Jason McGloin.
Excellent. Thank you again. Feel free to subscribe or follow or do whatever the hell else. We hope we see you for the next episode and possibly the finale. It's gonna get scary and spooky if it hasn't already. All right, y'all. We'll see you next time. Goodbye!